What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. Fire Scott Turner right now. I mean, the crazy. I don't understand. I just do not understand for the life of me. Like, why in the hell? How come there's never any understanding on what the situation is? You're down at the 3-yard line. I understand you have no timeouts, but you telling me you ain't try to run the ball at all? You know, like, there was one play where the defensive linemen were backing up at the goal line, and that could have easily been Carson Wentz just running into the goal line to get the touchdown. He didn't even do that. They ran too much. I said this last week. I said this in my last week, my video last weekend about this team looking like it's playing it looks like it plays like it's getting inconsistent messaging. And here we are again. We got inconsistent messaging again. We were told Brian Robinson was not going to be playing that much, which means that Jonathan Williams was going to get the ball a lot. Antonio Gibson was going to run the ball. J.D. McKissick was going to run the ball. And instead, you started to put all that weight and pressure on Brian Robinson, who's coming back from injury and trying to get himself back into quality football shape. Scott Turner, that's why he just needs to be fired. He just needs to be fired because he came into the game just throwing the ball. Like, he didn't find any other way to get the ball out there. Here we are again, another game. We go down 20-something points. This time, only 21 points. We go down only 21 points. And somehow, some way, we still find a way to lose the game while we're only at the 3-yard line, and all we got to do is get 3 yards to score a touchdown. De'Ami Brown actually stepped up in this game. And then you sit up there and you watch what the defense did, and you didn't help them out. Even though, don't get me wrong, that secondary was getting a little torched. Which, I mean, it wasn't really getting torched, but at the end of the day, come on. Like, the Juggernaut was just doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. Last week, my keys to the game, that was a joke. That wasn't something that I was actually telling you to do. Like, I mean, that's so crazy. I mean, Carson Wentz almost 40 throws this game. Why is he throwing so much? I'm going to tell y'all something. When we got back on offense and we were moving down the field, the first thing I said was, we're throwing too much. We're throwing too much. And normally what happens is when Carson Wentz is sped up, he's going to throw a pick. And I kept saying, please don't throw the pick. Please don't throw the pick. Please don't throw the pick. Scott, do something. Please don't throw the pick. And sure enough, the pick was thrown to seal the dang game. And yet and still, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. For all of you who are the Scott Turner apologists, for all you people who are the Scott Turner praisers, and all the people who sit up there and love Scott Turner, this is what I'm talking about. He doesn't identify his staff well. He doesn't. I mean, you're talking about Cam Sims is out there, and we barely saw him. And then on top of that, how do you not see that this line is struggling? And you still, again, Here's another game. Why is Carson dropping back 5 steps? Why is he dropping back 7 steps? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Why are you not sitting up there and employing plays that can get Carson Wentz, get the ball out of Carson Wentz's hands a little faster? I mean, we lose this game 21-17 as we're marching down the field. We're on the 3-yard line and we couldn't even score. And then for so many, the Carson Wentz experiment is falling apart in front of us. It's falling apart in front of us. Because you know why? Remember all the things we hated about Kirk Cousins? Isn't this exactly what Carson Wentz is doing? Kirk Cousins would throw the pick at the wrong time in the game. Isn't this exactly what Carson Wentz is doing? It's exactly what he's doing. And yet and still, we're still sitting here trying to figure this out. I mean, I can't understand for the life of me why every time we turn around, we always seem to be the team in a situation that we can't get ourselves out of. The defense, Jonathan Allen backed up his talk. And I told y'all, I'm pretty sure he's even more mad today than he was last weekend. I'm pretty sure he's more mad today. Because he sat up there and put himself out there talking about the fans should keep their energy and all that type of stuff. He's pissed off, and I know he's twice as pissed off today. He may not even speak to the media today. He's going to be so pissed off. William Jackson finally gets benched. Finally. He shouldn't have been on the team this year. At some point, it's not the players anymore. It's the coaching. It's the coaching. Ron Rivera sat up there and basically he pulled a lot of the wrong players. Like, again, you blew a lot of your cap on Carson Wentz. And then when you go out there and you go get offensive linemen, you release it. In fact, from my understanding, Eric Flowers is still available. Bring his butt back in here. Bring him back in here right now. Don't waste your time. Go call Eric Flowers. Suck up your pride. Call Eric Flowers. Tell him you sorry. Bring him back up in here. Because at this point, this line looks like it looks like garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. Where do we go at from here, y'all? Because now you're talking about, here we are again, another team. This team had more injuries than Dallas and Detroit. This team had way more. The Titans basically was without their complete starting defense. And I think they were missing an offensive lineman. And we still found a way to lose against a team that didn't have all their top level players on the field. We still found a way to lose. You didn't stop the juggernaut. I mean, Derrick Henry, you would have thought Derrick Henry would just give me the ball. No problem. I'll just run it through here. No problem. No big deal. Got it. 1 for 10 on third downs, y'all. 1 for 10 on third downs. Isn't that the money down? Isn't that the money down? Like I said, it's almost like we find ways to constantly lose. And guess what? The penalties again showed up again. The penalties showed up again. We almost had 100 yards lost of penalties. Penalties, people. Then you're talking about, and let's talk about Ron and the challenge. I understand it's real time and stuff like that, but once you saw the replay, it's like, I don't know. But again, and then he wasn't calling the timeouts right. Because it was one point where, the clock got down to like 50-something seconds, and he was letting the clock run instead of calling the timeout. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This team is bad. This team is bad. And to me, this is where I always say, a team is a reflection of its coach. It really, truly is. A team is a reflection of its coach. Brian Dable. I watched this man early this morning, found a way to wheel the Giants back from what was a certain loss in London to win a game against the Green Bay Packers. I don't see Ron doing that. This whole thing is it's bad. It's bad. There's some things you need to do. Like I said, go out there, call Eric Flowers, tell him you sorry, bring him back in. Look, bro, we can't pay you that whole $10 million we was planning on giving you, but let's give you the rest of the cap. We ain't got nothing else to do with it. We're saving money like we ain't got games to go play. We got the Chicago Bears next. And like I tell y'all all the time, somehow, some way, when we face young quarterbacks, somehow, some way, it's young quarterbacks, it's scrambling quarterbacks, and it's quarterbacks who are down on their luck. Somehow, when they play Washington, they find a way to look like superstars against us. And I'm more concerned about this upcoming Chicago game because it's a short turnaround. We're going to have problems, man. Like, this is crazy. This is so crazy that Ron is sitting here and he's accepting this losing like it's okay. Like it's okay. Fire Scott Turner now. Everybody's going to sit up there and say, well, who's going to call plays now? I don't care. It could be Jennifer King. I don't care. Get rid of Scott Turner now. He doesn't understand what the hell he's doing. He's not ready to be a head coach. He's not ready to be an offensive coordinator. And he's not ready to be a coach on a team that needs to win. He doesn't identify his personnel well. He doesn't do it at all. He throws the ball way too much. And trust me, when all of y'all who review the all 22s and y'all look, I'm going to tell y'all something. When I'm watching a game, most of the time I'm rewinding, fast forwarding, rewinding, going, because the fact that I'm trying to see what's going on while the game is happening. A lot of y'all are going to hate these all 22s. Y'all are going to absolutely hate it because it's so sad to see that all of us who are quote unquote couch coaches or armchair coaches seem to understand what to do better than the coaches that's actually there. I told y'all in the last video, I'ma say it again. Scott Turner calls plays like he does not look at film. And there's no way you telling me he does. It's no way. You telling me he went into the Tennessee Titans game knowing what you could do against the Titans and felt the need to not do, like, he's so focused on thinking that his playbook is right. I don't think he watches film. And everybody can sit here and act like he does. There's no way he watches film. No way. No way. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Should Scott Turner be fired now? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hell, should the whole coaching staff be fired now? At this point, what else can you do? Maybe they should ask the fans to go coach. Maybe we all can sit up there and do a better job. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Is it time to move on from Scott Turner? Is it time? What needs to happen now? Because at this point, we're a team that's losing and that's not going to get better anytime soon. We got the Bears on a short turnaround. On Thursday, we got the Bears on Thursday. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.